Hello. They just announced that we're gonna have a new hero coming, and it's obviously gonna be Fafnir. But probably the more important announcement is that they are also going to rework Ishmael. They didn't technically name him, but we know it's Ishmael because they showed his weapon very clearly, like Ishmael, like the thing. You can see Ishmael's hand. Now let's put up the image here. See, you can tell it's Ishmael's weapon. Ishmael's getting stronger, or maybe they're just gonna unnerf Ishmael. So Ishmael used to actually be like probably about 4 years ago. Is before I played, but Ishmael used to be very, very strong. And then there was a very controversial nerf because they decided Ishmael's too strong. So they actually nerfed him. And now they want to buff him. So hey, if you never nerfed him in the first place, you probably would have been needing to buff him now. But he's a warrior hero. He's actually not that great. One of the things I think they will do though is that this Mirage ability, it says chance to dodge. This gives him dodge physical attacks for 3 seconds. However, this doesn't actually allow him to dodge. It actually causes enemy hits to miss. This is actually significant because since he said since then, since like the last nerf, since they've changed his abilities or anything, they've changed how dodge works in this game. They've added you gain energy when dodging. They've also added pets to the game since then. So if you so I think they will rework this so it actually counts as dodges. So he will so if he so when this ability's up, the physical attacks will be dodged, which will gain him energy, and as well if Kane's on the battlefield, Kane will get daggers for that. This will be a nice buff. And it might also it might also give a boost to how much it dodges. Darkcraft, this increases vampirism. I could see them boosting how much vampirism he has, because the max out this gives 65%, which it's okay. It's not great, but giving a boost to that ability might make him a bit better, and then he has a chance to stun for 1 second. Stuns are good, but it's a single target stun, so there's lots of things that could build, block it, and it's only 1 second, which a lot of times that's enough, but this is kind of the meh ability. I'd like to see it something else. Maybe something buffs his penetration or something, but higher vampirism, higher dodge, an actual dodge would be nice. The Awakening increases attack speed to about 150%, critical hit chance by 1300. Makes that, maybe his ultimate gives him penetration or something. Something like that. Those are the kinds of things he needs. He needs better armor pen, because armor pen honestly isn't quite enough. That's one of the... He has a 1 armor pen skin. He has a physical attack skin and a critical hit. He also has a health skin, an agility skin, so... He kind of has a pretty bit of everything, but he doesn't, even maxed out, he just doesn't quite have enough armor penetration. His, so just yes, it buffs his critical hit, but now more armor pen, or maybe more, buffing his actual agility, so he has a better 2-hit ratio, so it's harder for enemies to dodge his physical attacks, because, again, warriors, physical attackers have a lot of problems against, Aurora, but more vampirism, more dodge, more penetration, maybe a completely different 4th ability that's actually better, more relevant. But yeah, no, he's not a hero who sees a lot of play. Actually, there's exactly 1 player in Gold League on my server who uses him. He's actually in my guild. I don't really think his team's that good, but he, like I said, he's one of those guys who Ishmael's his guy, but his line, I'll show you he runs, like I said, you got Nebula, and where's Ishmael? My Ishmael's really weak, so it could be way down to the bottom. Ishmael right here. And then, right, so he has these 4 heroes. Usually Nebula doesn't have pet, because, and Ishmael's stuck with just Fenris. He doesn't even have patron options. Usually he'd have Albus on Sebastian for some damage. Axel as the pet, and then usually either uses Martha or Thea in the 5th spot, kind of as the healer. I think he's been working on Mara Patron to kind of make Thea better, but generally this is what his team looks like. Like this, or sometimes Martha with either Oliver or Axel. And it's okay. Sometimes you can get wins, if they don't have Aurora, if they don't have Yasmin, if they don't have Dante, if they don't have Helios. Sometimes you can find him a win. Oh, if they don't have too many armor buffers too, if they have Astaroth, Anvari, Martha plus Oliver, he also struggles, so... That's a lot of things to struggle against. He struggles against Kane. So that's a lot of things to struggle against. It's kind of the problem with physical attackers in general. And Ishmael is no exception. With this line, though, Ishmael can one-shot a lot of things. There's a lot of things Ishmael can one-shot because of the way this line works. So it is fun and appealing that way, but like, let's see what we can do here with this line. Where's Pamara, Ishmael, and Nebua. There we go. Let's see if this line can actually win. Well said, but Arachne got hit right there. Like, it's, when there's not like a proper tank, it's okay. Like lines like this, it's actually pretty good. Assuming Arachne dies. Like if you mostly killed Arachne and then Arachne stunned the team, it could be bad. But I think that's a pretty easy line. But this is the kind of stuff. Like, look at how much damage that was. That's a 386 damage. Like I said, you can just one-shot a lot of things. That line can just like cut through a lot of enemies, plus the battle song. You'll see Sebastian's the pure damage off some Ishmael's huge crits, boosted by Nebula. So I do see the appeal of the line. Like, it can be really fun. But none of these are max power. But that's generally how that line works. That's kind of why people like Ishmael. But the problem is, like, Ishmael, he can't hit with her if they dodge Aurora, like, he struggles with her. I have to set him targets, like, all the time, like, I find it super frustrating. But the other thing we have going is they have a new hero, named Fafnir. I think he's going to be a support hero, probably. I don't really know too much about him. I know, like, kind of like the Cliff Notes version, but it's the mobile version. It's an mobile import, so his abilities will probably be different, so he'll be different. Like, they import these heroes from mobile game that are kind of like not that great. I'll have to do a video like about kind of like when we get a bit more information, I'll probably talk a bit more about this. But our mobile import heroes are not nearly as good as like the ones that are like actually added like by themselves. So we got Morgan, Corvus, who was added from mobile, Tristan, Nira, Alvinor. So these are like the 5 heroes who have been added from the mobile game. Fafnir's going to be a 6th one. These heroes aren't nearly as good as heroes that are like actually made for Hero Wars. And that's kind of like the other thing. A lot of people are like, why are they importing a mobile hero instead of just making a hero for Hero Wars? Like, that's actually good, because heroes they make for this game, like when they make, like, these are the mobile imports. Some of these heroes see almost zero play. Like Tristan, like nobody uses him, like, ever. Alvinor is only used to like raids kind of, but not really. I use him in raids because he does have some interesting interactions, but a lot of people don't even use him there. Like, he's kind of worthless. Morgan's probably the best of them. Corvus has some use. Amira can do damage, but it's like, if you look at the heroes actually released for Hero Wars, like, these are some of the more recent heroes. Like, you go look at, like, like Iris is one. Like, these are heroes actually made for the Hero Wars game. They weren't imported from mobile. These heroes are a lot more relevant, a lot more powerful. Yasmin's another one. Like if you look at all the heroes from 2019, like these 5 plus Martha, compared to the other 5 we showed, which were for mobile, like the heroes made for this game are actually a lot better than the ones made for mobile and imported. I mean, that's just a fact. But so I don't expect too much with Fafnir, but maybe he'll surprise us and he'll actually be relevant. But we'll see. Anyway, not too much more to say about that. They're supposed to have like more information about Fafnir later today or tomorrow or whatever, very soon, and so I'll probably do another video about it. But yeah, like if you want to know more about like kind of like why I say physical attackers aren't good, I recommend you check the video below, and thanks for watching.